And you'll stay with me at the end, Daniel? You have a few minutes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll try to end the bet. We'll see how it goes. Okay, guys. So welcome. So today I will talk about artificial intelligence, Gen AI. We'll look at your first step of your group projects that you needed to do from your proposal. Everyone's proposal should have been approved by me. If it hasn't been, you need to stay after because you're far behind. I'll look at a couple of websites, give you feedback already for this week. Every week I will choose on groups, give you feedback. And what I can tell you now is we basically have a month together. And within that month, we also have an exam and we have formal presentations. The last day of class, we have formal presentations of your group projects. I'll give you feedback on it, and then you summarize it, and then you produce professional videos on it, and you'll upload it. So we have plenty to do. So if any
Quick question.
other, yes,
Is the
questions?
exam over finals week?
No, it isn't. The next exam is
April 21st.
April 21st. Thank you, Daniel. So put that note, Christopher. Make sure everybody did you know, Emerson, that it's April 21st, the next exam? Emerson.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And where is it?
It's the same room it was last time.
Yeah, right. Same ideas, okay?
Right.
So that's going to take away. So Christopher, the idea for the final exam, the reason I'm not having the final exam is the project is going to take place of the final exam. So the finished product is going to be due the time where the final exam is. But the last day of class, you're going to present your entire project to me. Your entire project should be finished by the last day of class. So you got the idea why, Emerson? I didn't want to kind of hone in on you, but it was that the idea, I want to help. And it's the idea, if it's already 1 week, 2 weeks, it's like, God, how am I in a disadvantage? You don't want to be there.
Yeah,
So that's why we're continuing. So take it in stride what I'm telling you. You know what I mean? It's not the idea. Okay. So let's move on. Any other questions? You can put it in the chat. You can let me know, or you can stay with me at the end of the class, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. You have also Daniel, our illustrious teaching assistant, that he'll be happy to answer any of your questions as well. I know how well he does there. And just an aside, next week we're gonna have guest speaker is that Jared's coming on next week, or the cease is coming next week to this class at 5:00. 5. Daniel.
I have to check. I'll
I
get
think
back to you with them.
Yeah, it's all right. So basically, how many accounting finance majors do I have? Raise your hand. Either accounting, finance. Okay. What they're doing now is there's something called IT auditing. Anybody ever hear about that? What IT auditing is, it's basically via the computer seeing if everybody is in compliance with all that data governance, seeing that if, we're supposed to keep safe our credit card numbers. It's called payment credit industry. They have to be certified. All of that is done by IT auditors. And next week, I'm having IT auditors come into the class to talk about a certificate and also talk about how they're using AI in the field. So we'll look at that as well. Do I have anybody that plays music? Who ever wanted to play music or sing?
It is Jared as well.
Is it?
And
So I'm
next week,
having
yeah.
a musician who's a graduate of the School of Music here. He's using AI to produce records. He's using AI for marketing. He's using AI for his own music and also to produce for others. So I'm having him come in as well. So that will be part of it. So the first thing I'm going to do then is share my screen. And we see here, I have my screen shared. Make it full. And so Ethan, what's the first thing that we need to do? Usually when we start the class is look at what?
Well, you gotta do the YouTube live as well.
Yeah, I did the YouTube live already. I'm on YouTube live. So now what I want to do is I want to look at what's due.
What's
So we're really we're really ahead, right? So I did all the recordings and now I want to go to what's due, right, Ethan? And so did you do what are you up to date, Ethan? Did you guys
we are.
perfect. So we'll look, Ethan, what group are you?
Group 2, I think.
Okay, so Ethan, what we'll do is, if you don't mind, we'll all be able to look at your work and give you feedback so that you can continue. And the feedback that I give your group, Ethan, is going to be relevant for all groups, okay? So let's look at today's class. What was today's class done? Today's class was to complete the upgrade the Wix and collaborate and read chapter 14, which is artificial intelligence, and do the quizzes. And I also asked you, as we went last time, to talk about cloud computing. We went over cloud computing. What is cloud computing? We talked about major vendors in the area, and major vendors are whom? Amazon, right? That's called what? In this case, Tessa, AWS, right? Amazon Web Services, and Microsoft is called Azure. And basically, we went over what is cloud computing. And when you think about it, Tessa, you've always used the cloud, right? Since almost probably you've been born, you use the cloud. When you wake up in the morning, what apps do you use? You get out on your phone probably and look at it, and what do you use? Tessa.
Like anything, like Snapchat, text, Instagram.
Okay. All of that is that are they cloud? Are they software as a service? Are they on the cloud?
Yeah.
Yeah, because why? You get through it through the internet, right? So these are all these apps. But what is the big deal about cloud computing then? The big deal about cloud computing in the past for enterprises, large organizations, because of security and because of they were concerned about having their own applications, they house the software on their own computers. So the School of Business, for instance, housed servers that took care of email. Now what they do is for students, they allow Google to take care of it, right? Gmail they allow, but everything before. So these are areas of cloud computing. Next week, what I want to do, did you put in here those
I'm moving those as well. Assignment
okay.
first. I'm putting those.
Okay. So what I want for this week is you should have done artificial intelligence, and everybody go to web links. You see this in SIA? Do you have on web links? Do you see where I am in web links? What happened to my, oh, I need to move this.
Yes.
Okay. And what I need A couple of articles here. And you can do this for me, Daniel. Is
Yeah, I'll add them to the what's due.
Adam what's doing, and do me a favor and also put these right underneath cloud computing, these 3 articles. One is called What is Artificial Intelligence? The second one is Machine Learning, and the third is Generative AI. So put in first artificial intelligence, the second one machine learning, and the third one is generative AI. So let me start with artificial intelligence. So if I look at artificial intelligence, this is a company called SAS, and it basically has been originally a statistical software company. But guess what? Everything now, analytics, data, insights, everything is going to be around AI. So for next week, I would like you to read this article. And this article is talking about artificial intelligence. I don't care so much about the history, but just the fact that with generative AI, that we think about artificial intelligence just coming from ChatGPT, it's been around a lot longer. The only thing is it's been in the background, it's been used more in the scientific community, and it's also been hidden from the general public, that they didn't know how easy it was. So I'd like you to read about what is generative AI. You can look at this short little video on generative AI. And here we're talking about not millions of data points, but billions of data points. And why is artificial intelligence important? And what industries can it be used? Of course, we talk about the idea in healthcare and retail and manufacturing. And know what the difference, and this is going to be important, that under artificial intelligence, there's an umbrella that you think about machine learning, you think about neural nets and deep learning. Machine learning, if I think about it, Haley, what does it mean to learn? The problem with all these chatbots is what bothers me is I ask a question and they don't correct themselves. They don't get any better. And still it's in that process. So when you think about machine learning, it's a method that it's going to be, if I start giving it feedback, it should get better and better each time I use it. Think about it for healthcare. Think about it for radiology. If I wanted to start helping a radiologist view scans, basically what happens is what you do is you feed in a number of scans and you teach the machine how to analyze radiology scans. So let's, for instance, think about breast cancer. If we think about breast cancer, a radiologist takes an image of the breast on a mammogram or something like that, and then basically can interpret and say, oh, this looks like a breast cancer. And then what do? They do a biopsy, and if it comes back malignant, they take it out. Right, Haley? You heard about that? So that's a human being. So what they're now doing is via machine learning, they're giving a number of scans to the computer, and the humans know what the results are, Haley, and they teaching it. If they see something like this, a scan, it means breast cancer. If they see something like that looks suspicious and it isn't, that's non-malignant. And then they keep on feeding it each time, training it. And then basically, when they get it wrong, the machine, humans start correcting it. And then what happens is the machine then improves each time. That's what we call machine learning. And neural networks are also a way for artificial intelligence that we have a number of variables. And let's think of a financial one that I could think about. If I'm a loan officer, it could be that what are the criteria to make sure that I get someone that will repay the loan? There's certain criteria. And what happens in neural net? It tries to mimic a human brain. In a brain, we have neurons, and it tries to mimic how a human starts processing it, and it gives in weight certain factors. We could do a neural net even for students that succeed at the University of Miami studying, let's say, finance. What makes those students, what are the variables that will get them to have 4.0? And deep learning uses large amounts of neural networks in order to get training to learn complex patterns. So for instance, autonomous cars use deep learning. So here you can see there's a number of computer vision that's gotten better. And now basically AI can basically start interpreting videos and start interpreting images. Natural language processing, it can do a great job. Graphical processing, Internet of Things, all my machines, all my cameras. And then I have, and which we know, an API or application program interfaces that can work in the same way. So this is one article that's important to see. And what are the questions? What are the subfields of AI? How is AI applied to business applications? What are the challenges of AI? And this is another article that I want you to read is what is machine learning? What's the difference between machine learning and AI? What industries are using machine learning? Give 3 examples. And what's the difference between machine learning, data mining, and deep learning? And the third article that I want you to read for next week is called Generative AI. And this is a very important article. It's a bit more lengthy than what we've had before, but it's crucial for us that it's talking about not just artificial intelligence, but generative artificial intelligence that we know a lot from versus, our chat GPTs, our Geminis as well, that usually basically then when it's prompted, it then gives us new content. We know things like ChatGPT, Gemini. It talks about the beginnings of ChatGPT, and you say, oh, wow, what history was that? It was basically late in 2022 that got the whole world going quickly, and probably the whole world so quickly. And then they talk about, which is really important that you read through this, is the idea of large language models, what we call transformers. That's part of the GPT. What makes successful generative AI examples. And then we have something called AGI. And AGI, the difference from generative AI is what everyone's talking about. It's that step forward is artificial general intelligence rather than generative. And that's basically where we're thinking about closer to AI, not just to be in a way kind of superficial and just giving me the facts, but rather starts reasoning, starts adapting, improves, starts understanding. Because a lot of times when you talk to ChatGPT or any of the others, it really doesn't when you go in a step down, you see that it doesn't understand. And here it's talking about the differences between it. How does it work? What are the algorithmic models or what we developers of large language models? That's going to be important to know. The perspective, the best practices, and the early adoption with OpenGI, Microsoft Copilot, DeepSeek that we talked about before, some specialized Gen AI tools that we're going to be using as well. And what are its benefits What are its risks, limitations, and what are our concerns? And what are some use cases? So this article is essential for you to get an overview and a good understanding of it. So if I go back to what's due section, you'll see these 3 articles that for next week. And look at this. If I think about this, then Harlan, what is machine learning? What's the difference? What are the subfields? How does generative AI work? You think these are good questions for the exam, Harlan?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, and these in cloud computing, which I've given you. The week before, I'll give you that study guide, and I'll give you possible questions that I think are important that you can then focus in on, Harlan. But these are, you can already start doing your work, because I guarantee you that these types of, I'm not just throwing these out, but these are going to be on your exam. Okay, or possible questions for your exam. Any questions on this part? I'm okay? Okay, the next part. So let's go to courses. And let's go to J, the audit section. Let's go to assignment groups. And in the example of the assignment group, you can see here that I have group 0. Here is the URL of Daniel for the group. And in the group here, we have the final project. Then on the, can you do me a favor also on that final project, put the URL on that as well,
Sure.
Daniel? Maybe we can have that. And under proposals, you should have already had on your proposals, you should have had already the proposal that I approved. You should have said in the proposal that approved by Dr. Rushnick. And then if I go back to the examples here, right, you should put right here under the group, also put in your URL. So in group 1, Tessa, Jared, and Rianne, put the URL right here as well. So we have those as well. And Ethan, can I see your, I have permission to look at your website?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to open it up in a new tab. And whatever I tell this group of Alex, Ethan, and Adam is for everyone. Okay, smartest state, AI.com. I like hopefully maybe we'll get that. Is this your URL already? Did you get this? Or this is kind of your way to do it? Empowering real estate agents to do what? That's what maybe I would do. Maybe empowering real estate agents with AI, or maybe right here, something like that. Not even empowering them. Boost your real estate strategy. Welcome. Okay, get started. My services, AI support, AI consulting. We got blogs here, our story. We got the beginning testimonials. Okay, this is one thing that this came with your templates, right? Yes, no, Ethan?
I'm actually not sure. I wasn't the one in our group who like created it.
Okay, so, all right, I appreciate your candor. Okay, this I'm telling everyone. What I do right now is take away testimonials. I want this to be real. So I don't want any, there's going to be enough fakery in terms of if you use any images that are AI induced, give its source. So take away testimonials. because this is not, you may be able to say some of that transformed it, but I would take away that. About. So you need this about page, you need to actually show then your face is what you do. Book online, what? I'm not sure what you're booking online. Book
Oh, on
and
the about page, we have our faces on there. It's a little bit,
where? Did I not see it?
it's a little bit lower.
So I would put it up, first of all. And I would also put, besides these faces, maybe a little happier faces. Oh, how many, and then get rid of those people that are not part of your group, right? So those that I don't know, those that don't look as happy, I would. But besides co-founders, is I give yourself, and this is for everyone else, I give yourself not as co-founders, but of actual roles. And along with those actual roles, rather than Facebook and my ex and my, I guess you could leave my LinkedIn is more, I would put about what are you doing for the company? So put in each of these something what you're doing for the company, and then make it clear. You'll have then a next section of your services of what are you going to make it in more detail. What are you actually going to provide to the real estate agents? AI solutions, but what kind? So you'll need to get into more further into what you are going to, and in this case, you'll have like short videos and things later. But it's a start. So that's good, and the name is good. So I'm gonna go to Sabrina, Mark, right, and Harlan. I'm just gonna open up a new tab just to see it. So it's not working. Do you have a domain name?
Yeah, we do. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working actually, but
Okay, so what I would do right now is go back and put in the one before you got a domain name, because I was telling you to hold off on that, on the
yeah.
domain name. But let's see it now. And one of the things I want you to do, and make sure you do, is just because you have one person, for instance, that did it, maybe like the first round, is everyone then is going to, you're going to have to make assignments to everyone in the group to have done it. Plus, you want to make sure that everything works. Just because one person does it, it's even more important. It may work on the original person's computer, but not the other. So it's a responsibility for everyone. Everyone will get points taken off if they have, for instance, something like this. Right now you won't, but something like this that doesn't work. So in group 4, I have Alexa, Noah, Caitlin, and Navar. And let me put open link in new tab. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so empowering education with AI. Okay, this is pretty good. Enhancing education with advanced AI. What I would do here up above it, I would put like a moniker or something. What kind of AI? What type of education? So here I would put
Yeah, I think Professor cut out on her end.
Okay. Yeah.
If you guys want to share that screen as opposed to her, I just don't have the permission right now to. Yeah, I guess she got stuck. Sorry, which group was that? Mark, I saw you unmuted, but I didn't hear any.
I think group 4.
Group 4. If group 4 could share their screen, that would be great with the website. Lots of internet issues today. Or I guess we could go on to a different group. Does anyone want to volunteer and we could look around at it? No one?
Do you want to just do group 5 or?
Yeah, sure. Group 5, you guys can share. I mean, you guys know what you have to do also. Like, it's no secret, you know. So if this is just anything you want to, see that is, I don't know, unique feedback, I guess. I don't know. All right, I guess I will share. Let's see. All right, group 5. All right, so right off the bat, the first thing that pops up with the domain is this about us page. I guess that's fine at the beginning, but you'll see in future assignments, and if you look at the example, there has to be like the mission statement, a logo. There's going to end up being a notebook LM thing. There's going to end up being a fastbot on the corner, and now there's going to be a VAPI phone number. So this is not the most visually appealing and well organized front page, but it's fine. That's what we needed for the first part. Yeah, mission statement looks good. The team, that looks good. All these pictures look, most part, professional. Avery, I don't know if he's here, but this is very clearly from like a graduation or Kane ID or something. So maybe if you
You
have
want me
another
to,
picture.
I can try to find a different picture and put it on.
Yeah,
want.
maybe. But that should work. I mean, it's not that deep. Only thing is maybe put a little blurb as to what you guys do at the bottom. That might be good. You don't have to have all of your emails down here, just an email. Yep, address looks good. This you'll eventually put the VAPI phone number. That's the assignment that just got assigned today. And yeah, there's no more pages here, which I guess, yeah, you've done a pretty good job. Ideally, the About Us page is a separate page and the Our Team page is a separate page. And that way you can have a home page with the mission statement and all that. I could show you. Like on my website, the template, you see how it's kind of a home page, just general stuff, and then there's a separate about page. That's kind of what we're looking for, but yeah, this definitely satisfies the requirements for the first or the second part. Let's see. Should I go on to the next team? Do you guys
can
have
go
any
on to one more
questions?
you can go on
Oh.
to one more team, and then I apologize on that. Thank you for taking over.
No, of course. I just did team 5, group 5.
Okay. We can do one more, and then I want to go to VAPI. So
Sure. So this is group 6. Right? AI strategies for growth. So right off the bat, I guess this is your name of the company, or this is your name. It's a little bit confusing. I like the scrolling, how it kind of changes this image. It's cool. I guess the image is just interesting. I don't know. The logo should be somewhere up here, maybe even here. It's a little bit bizarre kind of placed here. Oh, you've already added services. This is interesting. Well, service is not available. So in the future, you'll have to add those services if you wouldn't mind making it so that they're actually available and you could book them. I guess maybe that might have been the first one and not the second. We'll go over that later. About yeah, this is very clearly ChatGPT written. A lot of words meaning very little. If you guys could, attempt to make it more understandable, because you want to sell people on what this website is and what your service is. This is
And
a
also
little bit.
too many, such small type.
This is true.
You know what I mean? And basically, my key for everyone is on the very beginning. If you can go to the top of that page, top of the website.
Yeah.
Is right here, AI marketing boosters. I'd like to see for everybody for whom. And also, what problem are you trying to solve? And even on the services you give, don't worry about the price. Even give services in the beginning, free consultations and but basically talk about, your services that you will give them and to whom. But thanks a lot. Yeah, I think that's a way to
Yeah. I mean, also like the booking part should probably be on a different page, because here you have book online as separate. And if you click that, it takes you to the second page. So there's no need for this. Like the website should be multiple pages. It should not all be all on the home page.
And then they have the team.
Yeah. Okay. I guess Haley and then some default pictures of different people. So you guys should add your pictures.
Brianna. And then and then changing the pictures, but also have a description. Everybody, when you put it in of product manager, whatever you are, is basically what do you do for the firm and what are your contributions to it? Should be.
Yeah, and then also I don't know why this is gmail.miami.edu, but they don't need to know your login domain. They just need the email, which is there. Yeah, that's it for now. I mean, obviously it's a work in progress.
Oh, sorry. Is this something that we can work on just like throughout the week? Like we made it now and it's
but like, everything is
like you're not gonna grade it bad, right?
No, everything.
No. Yeah, like the whole point is you did something that's good. We want to make sure that you're, on pace, and the final part of this project is what's graded. So we're just giving you feedback that you can take and make it better for next week.
Better. Perfect, Haley. That's a great point. The whole idea is kind of that agile development. Put something out first and then people can react to it. And then we can keep on making it better. And you can do it yourself. And everyone in the group needs to contribute. So it's not just you, Haley, or someone, and basically have to start. We're going to be doing social media and a number of different tasks here that need to be assignments, and it has to be thinking of it as real as what can I offer and who do I offer it to and what is the problem I want to solve.
And then
what? Go ahead.
What did you say that you needed on the like you said you wanted something on the front page kind of
like basically like almost like a slogan of what are you doing? If it's
like our mission statement you want on the landing page.
Just a short like 6 words or 5 words right on the top that I know, hey, this is AI. If it's AI marketing boosters for whom? something catchy that I know that, oh, okay, this is what you're providing, rather than even reading a lot of the mission statements of, is this for me? And then later on, you'll go into depth of what kind of services you'll be providing them. But it's a good start. Thank you. I lost my internet and I'm back in town. Okay. Questions. So then I expect then everybody for the next time for Monday to have your URL that we can give you feedback to each group, that we can see where you are. And if there are any problems with that, stay with me afterwards and we can help you. Questions? So I can continue. So I'm going to share my screen. So the next part, what I want to do, if I look at it, let's see if I have, is if I look at that what's due is assignment. The next assignment is talking about creating a phone voice AI agent. That means that I want to get Haley a phone number that I can attach a bot to, but the bot is like, just like we said last week, Haley, 1-800-CHAT-GPT. The problem with that, it's not your number, right? What I want every group to get is to get their number and have themselves then put in their content that it will be a chat bot attached to them using voice, that instead of 1-800, they can use your voice. Another idea, it would be ideal if we can get what we call a vanity number, that the number spells something. The problem with that is it's not easy to do. So if we go to the audit assignment instructions, right here under the assignments, you see that this is an assignment, and what we're going to be using is a product that is called VAIPI. API we know is application interface. V stands for what? You think, Haley? Voice. So it's a voice application product. And maybe what we have instructions for is every phone number. You have a phone number, right, Haley? Right now, you could not take that phone number and attach a chatbot to you. You need to get a phone number that is provisioned to accept, to connect via an API, an application program interface, a language model to it. Think about it as a chatbot to it that has voice. So if we're going to do this, maybe let's do it this way. So basically we have instructions here, what Daniel had done, in the way that our goal here is to create a number, hopefully that we could create a number that has some meaning to it. And if you look at the keypad here, you can see that each number has letters towards it. And if we can, for instance, if we dialed 1-800 chat, we'd see that 2 is C, H is 4, 2 is A, and T is 8. And basically, that's what ChatGPT did, is they got that number and integrated their chat bot. So many area codes can have numbers to it. So for instance, USA, for instance, 872. So you can think about a number of them, and they have they're actual programs that you can put in a phone number. Let me just do this. You can put in a phone number and it will tell you, find the words, for instance, that it spells. So for instance, here, that 872 number, you can see it spells USA. And then you could see the 666. You can see it basically could be MON, like for money. And then you could see here that the next part, and you could look even maybe those last 3 digits spell PhD. That may be applied to me or something. You can look at it and you can play around. Our goal is each of you can get 10 numbers. If you can, among your group, find one that is good, that's fine. If not, we'll just attach a bot to it. So maybe let's do this. Let me just stop sharing. And this should be able to be done one round in about, I'd say, 5 minutes. So who wants to work with me that I'll have you basically create a number? Any volunteers where I'll use you and you can share your screen and I'll run through it with you and we'll see if we can get a number. Anybody that wants to volunteer? That I'll give you instructions and you'll do it. Mark, you want to take a try?
Sure.
Okay, you have a Gmail account?
I do have a Gmail account.
Okay, so basically, I want you to share your screen.
All right. Can you see it?
I'm waiting.
There we go.
Okay, I see it. Okay, now I want you to open up another. Are you using Chrome?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to open up another tab and I want you to type VAPI, VAPI .ai. Okay. So this is voice agents for developers. And what you need to do, everybody can even do this now. You can either look at it now or you can do it with me. And now I'm going to do it a little bit different than the instructions, but don't worry about it. You can follow the instructions as well. So I'm going to have you, Mark, sign up. So sign up. Okay. And instead of your email, don't do it that way.
All right.
Just listen to my instructions. Okay. Mark, you're so anxious.
Yeah.
It's great, right? That you want to get it done. So sign up with Google. Everybody sign up with Google. Rather than doing the email, it's easy. And just choose one of the accounts that you have. And make sure you know which account it is. Okay.
And not your school account.
And not your, thank you. Yeah. Please go ahead. Where did you hear about us? I don't, yeah, other, hopefully. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay. Finish.
Finish?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So now what we want to do, we can do a number of different things here, but now what we want to do is we have assistants. And what you see on the very top there, you see where it says create an assistant?
Right here?
Yep. I want to create an assistant. I'm doing it a little bit different than the instruction. The instruction took a phone number, but I want everybody to kind of understand the idea is what we're doing is we're going to create an assistant, Mark, and we're going to attach a phone number to that assistant. And then at the end, we're going to call it. So at this case, it asks us assistant name. We can keep it as new assistant if you want. You see where it says in blue, new assistant? We can keep it there. Or what was your, let's say, a new assistant, Mark. Let's say space Mark, just so we kind of know. Okay. And now we can either use a blank template or we can use predefined. I want this to be quick and easy. So I do not want to do a blank template. I want to do a pre-loaded template. And that you can see there's customer support, there's lead qualification, appointment scheduler, info collect, care coordinator, feedback. You can play around, Mark, with any of these, but I want to make it quick and dirty. So I want to use lead qualification specialist. You see, they're not on create. You see that you clicked on that. Perfect. And what does it say? It says, you want to read it to me?
Consultative template designed to identify qualified prospects, understand business challenges, and connect them with appropriate sales representatives.
Wouldn't that be great for your company, right? Or any other company, right? And it's generic enough. They just did this, and let me just know that they're changing this all the time. It's an upcoming company. They're a startup, and who knows what it's going to look like tomorrow. Now say create assistant. Press create assistant. It created it, okay? And now what I want to do, I can see the latency. You know, you can change, later on you'll change all this, but the latency a little bit, what does it mean? It's like when we have YouTube, when it answers the phone, it's going to take a while before it talks. And then you can see here the model that'll have, and then you say here, it basically is the first message. You see under the first message, what does it say under the first message? Read it for me.
I'm out here.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Morgan from Growth Partners. We help businesses improve their operational efficiency through custom software solutions. You have a few minutes just hold up, to chat about how we might be able to help your business. I think she crashed again, but
Did she freeze again or?
I
yeah.
can teach you how to do it.
All right.
Okay, so you can just change that first message. You can leave the name Morgan, but you put your company name there, right? Wait, did you already do that?
No.
Okay, yeah. So basically, market AI solutions. How can I help you? Something like that, like a normal kind of customer support. Um, you can remove the rest of that sentence, all that. Yeah. Does that seem pertinent to your business? You have a few minutes to chat about how we might help your business.
Yeah.
What do you do? Okay, that's good. System prompt. I mean, you could just leave it as is. It's not going to be even close to what your actual business does, but just for testing's sake, we can just leave it like that. Go ahead and publish that. Each value in client message must be one of the following values. Huh. Oh, change your your model to 40 mini. And then the temperature is at the top.
This one?
Yes. And then at the top, where it says temperature, and it's 0.05, a little bit down.
I don't see that.
Underneath 40 mini.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there. I was getting that error earlier as well. I think it could very well be due to the system prompt. Try deleting that system prompt. No. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Go back up.
Yep.
Let me see that error again. Click on the publish button. Client messages. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why that error is coming up. When I did this, what fixed it was creating a new assistant. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Let's try it again. Nope. Wonderful. Maybe try changing so it's not lead qualification. Like another assistant. Try customer support. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, there you go. That's unfortunate. Go to the function setting here.
Where is that?
It's to the right of model. No, up, sorry, wrong. Like by the publish button to the left of that. Hmm. Professor, when he was trying to publish this, it gets an
Yeah.
error. Not exactly sure why that error comes up.
What happened?
Go back to the original one you were doing. I think it was Morgan, the first Morgan. That one, yeah.
Okay, what is the problem?
Yeah, as soon as he clicks publish, it goes error.
Okay. What can I say? So let's try. Didn't you see another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried another, it didn't work.
And it didn't work. Okay, we'll try it again. The one thing, this is in beta, so document it as is. Yeah, document it as is. The other thing, how far did you get? Just changing it to the name?
Well, we
Yeah.
started, yeah, change the name, and then we had left
You
the
don't even
original
have to
system
from
from.
that. Just
But
even enough.
I told him to change the model as well and the
Yeah.
temperature.
Right, okay. At least you told them, and you did the cheapest model?
Yeah, not 03 minute, it's 40 mini.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. It may be,
But
you may have
yeah.
to go back in, but it's okay. And did you see that you could change the voice too? Click on voice
Yeah.
right on top there. Did you do the voice? Did you change it? Elliot's not so bad. So if you're a female, you can change it to a female. You can try that and you can see and you can publish it. Seems like there's an error now and you may have to go back in and out. But you got the idea. Did you get a phone number?
No, I don't think so.
Did they get a phone number? Daniel.
No, we can show that though.
Yeah, let's show it just at the phone number because that's the key here. Let's go back to phone numbers. You see on the very left? You see where it says phone numbers? That's the key. So create a phone number. Okay, and what are they saying in it? Let's try to do 872. Just do the area code. And let's see what they come up with. Okay, they gave us a number. Do you see that?
Yeah.
They gave us a number. And then let's attach it to oh, we did it already, right? Did we attach it? Is that Jamie? Is that
That's the default one.
Yeah, so let's do more. Well, yeah, let's do Morgan may not have worked, so let's do Jamie even of the Jamie just to see if it'll attach. Now, basically,
It's
you
still
created that.
activating. It needs a minute 20 seconds.
Yeah, okay. And once it's activated, right, then you can go back to assistant. Let's go back to assistant on the left-hand side. And then you can attach, right? Do you have the phone number? Did you
No.
attach the phone number to it?
The
For
Jamie.
actions, yeah. Now let's say talk with the assistant. Let's see what happens on the very right-hand corner. You see where it says talk with an assistant? Let's see even if it works.
Hello, this is Jamie from XX at XX. I'm calling to help you complete your application. This call is being recorded for quality and accuracy purposes. Is now a good time to collect this information?
Yes. Can you guys hear that?
Okay. So you attached it and now it can work. So we got that beginning. We're running out of time. I apologize for me having such crazy internet. So play around with it. We'll look at it on Monday as well. Document what you do. Note that this is kind of almost in beta, this version, but you can see how later on you can attach it. Then you can do the same thing with Morgan, attach a different voice. That was Jamie, female. You can do Morgan, and then you can do Mark, that you can do any other name. And then you can add to it. So another thing that you can add is the phone number. You can put this phone number on your website. And when people click on it, they'll get your VAPI number. Thanks, Mark, for being we knew that we were going to try it out and we'd have issues, right?
Yeah, no
issues.
problem.
Okay, questions? Ethan, you have a question? So, you want to do can you do attendance or do I need to promote you?
I can do it. I don't need to be promoted.
Okay, let me make you co-host anyways. So we'll do the phone and then the following week we'll add additions to our website and see if we can integrate our phone number to our website. Anything else, Daniel, that I missed?
It is, no, it's 4238.
Okay, you put it in the chat, right? You're always good in the chat. Okay, if you have questions, stay with me. Otherwise, we'll see each other on Monday and we'll continue with the project and going over artificial intelligence. Thank you.
Hey, Professor, my group was able to revise our proposal. So do you think you could
Yeah,
review it?
let me just stop recording and I'll do it. Yeah, it's good that you tell me now.